Beardos, weirdos, boils and ghouls, how are we all doing? It's been a quiet week on the channel. Unless you've been living under a rock, I got myself into more trouble than I ever have this week. And when I say trouble, I did 2 videos on Sam and Colby at the Conjuring house, and holy shit. The comment section blew up and I was like, ooh, people are not happy. There were racial slurs thrown at me and my viewers. People were told to unalive themselves because of their looks. Comments were made about me, my wife, my size, my age. Fantastic couple of days, you know? Just what you want when you're just breaking down some content is some little shit-stained skid mark to come into your comment section thinking he's all that. You ain't. Then I get another comment. Hey, do you know these guys are all over TikTok threatening to smash you up with baseball bats? Ah, that's nice of you. You'll need the bats, by the way. It got me thinking a little bit. Just one of those random questions that pops into your head. Can a baseball bat swing faster than a crossbow bolt can fire across a good couple of 100 yards? Always puzzled me that. I do need to make an apology because I said Sam and Colby fans are vile. Sam and Colby fans have said this, done that, done the other. And some Sam and Colby fans have been like, hey, I didn't say shit. And you know what? You didn't. So that video was made out of anger, and I shouldn't have made a video out of anger. But when I'm getting attacked in the comment section, my community, my wife is getting attacked because of 2 people clicking their joints. And I don't care what your opinion is, they are faking that. That is what everyone went at me for. So then I did a second video where I was like, rah! And the rude people brought that on. Some Sam and Colby fans were in the comment section telling these people, hey, guys, you need to stop this. This isn't making anyone look good. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate Sam and Colby fans that came into my comment section and were like, you are wrong because I believe X, Y, Z. I'm cool with that. You're polite to me, I'm polite to you. Other people are like, go put your kids to bed, old man. I'm like, bitch, my kids are older than you. Shut the fuck up. Now, yes, I am disrespectful. Yes, I fire my mouth off. But when I've got the extreme Sam and Colby fans threatening and putting TikTok videos up saying they're going to beat me up and all that bullshit, then I'm going to fire back. Threatening to do damage to me with a baseball bat. Some of you have been pretty stupid. You've dished out threats, and your face and your name is attached to those threats. Not the smartest of moves. Internet threats are still illegal and viewed as threats. Now, I won't call the police over some shit like that, because if somebody is stupid enough to stop me in real life over a video I've made, good luck to you. You'll need the bat. Now, all of this started because of toe tapping, the hammer toe, the 200-year-old con, and everyone was like, you haven't debunked nothing. Ah! I see your point. I do. I see your point. So instead of anger, I have now looked with logic and a bit of research, because that is what us debunkers do. And you wouldn't believe what I've just found. Now, that couple, the paranormal couple, whatever they're called, I don't care because they fake. And before you sound off with, you can't call them fake with no proof. You couldn't see their toes moving. Their entire story that they tell you in the Conjuring House video is a lie. Watch this. So, we will play Sam telling them, can you introduce yourself? And they give a story. Watch.
All right, well, I'm Satori Hawes.
I'm Cody Despian.
We're caretakers here at the Conjuring House, and we also communicate with the other side, I guess you could say.
In a very interesting way that we kind of found out by accident.
We found out by accident. Now listen to how they describe where this gift, this power, this X gene, whatever the hell they want to call it, came from.
So the first day we met, we were paired up with each other to investigate a private residence. We thought the place was really active, and then the next investigation we went on, the same activity, a lot of footsteps and banging sounds, and then the other team members were like, maybe it's something with you guys, you should go experiment.
Even Colby's face there was like, he's full of shit.
We found out that eventually, over time, that when we hold hands or hold wrists,
Eventually, over time, when we hold hands or hold wrists. Very important.
almost like flipping on a light switch and kind of draws them in a little closer. So we're not mediums or anything, we can't sense anything. Whatever happens, everyone is here to witness, we can't control it, and we only do this for people who cross our paths naturally and don't do it for money or anything like that.
Except for your bullshit website, your tours, your seminars, and everything else you charge a fortune for. You're doing this for money. Don't lie about it. But when this entire thing is based off a lie, then yeah, you're going to try and pull that card as well. Peter, what do you mean is a lie? So they have basically said they have to hold hands or wrists for this to work, and they discovered this whilst together investigating. This is not me putting words in my mouth. You have just heard the exact same thing I have. So, what the hell is this from 11 years ago? Cody?
If we can try getting him.
Try to find out his name like we did in the past with the alphabet.
Try to find his name like we did in the past using the alphabet. That sounds very familiar, doesn't it? This is Cody. 11 years ago, and some guy is saying, do that thing you did in the past. How long has he been pulling this shit? Maybe the horse girl is completely unaware that this guy's gone up there and go, hey, if you touch me, we can bang. We can hear banging. I'm sorry. I'm not even sorry. The guy's a scam artist, a con artist. I hope she's not in on it, but I fail to believe that people haven't done their homework. And that includes Sam and Colby. They must have done their homework on this couple to bring them onto the show.
So I'm going to ask you, try figuring out your name here. I'm going to go through the alphabet, and when I get to the first letter of your name, I want you to give me a knock.
Also, look at the way this guy stands when he's doing this. You watch this video earlier on. It's called Chasing the Unknown 06 Bill Part 1A. Watch him earlier on in the video. Every knock that comes in the house comes from near him. And he stands in a very specific way when he does it. He has got the hammer toe. He is popping his ankle, his knee. There are people that can pop the joints in their hands and stuff. I mean, I hope my microphone picked that up. But, you know, show the proof. Proof.
1 for yes, 2 for no.
Yep.
Why is this guy looking at his feet?
A. B.
First letter is B.
B.
First letter is B.
That for Bill before anyone says, but they got an EVP. After the pop, he turns and twists. That audio device is turned up so high you can hear air moving. When he turns, they've just used pareidolia from the clothes, from friction from the clothes to say, for Bill.
I. So is it 1 for yes, 2 for no? Is it B-I? Is it Bill? Is your
Look
name
at
Bill?
him.
That was a floor. That wasn't the floor.
So his name is Bill. Bill.
Now, clearly, 11 years ago, he wasn't quite as good at it, because you could hear a little tiny tap just before that loud one when he didn't quite get it right, and he looks, and the look is, fuck, that didn't work. And he goes, that wasn't the floor, bop, that was the floor. So for everyone that said that I was wrong about Cody and Satori, was I? Because they have lied. They have lied about how this gift works, where this gift came from. It's not a gift. It's just a poppity ping over there, cracking his ankle and cracking his toes. Hammer toe, ankle cracks, whatever the hell you want to call it. They did it in their socks. I couldn't see his toes moving. No, but his ankle was moving, wasn't it? How come in the gym it sounds different? Because the gym is a hard floor and the room in the Conjuring house is above a basement and it echoed more. How does it sound like it's walking through the room? He's popping his joints differently. Quieter, louder. He has had 11 years practice that I can prove, so he can learn how to increase and decrease volume. The sound isn't coming from over there, it's just sounding quieter, and then he progressively taps louder and louder to make it sound like something's coming towards him. Like this. He's doing that with his ankles and his toes. The guy can crack his joints. It is as simple as that. Now, other people have been calling me out for other shit. Apparently back here is not the basement. Nobody could ever hide back here. Nobody is coming out of the basement. Oh, I'm not entirely sure what's behind there or there. But say it's not the basement. Okay. Somebody sent me a photo of the stairs to the basement, said nobody could hide here. Well, you can. There's a fucking stairs and a wall. the crew member that accidentally got into shot, because that's what it is. Now, logically, look at it. Is it a ghosty woasty scooting across the floor, and for some reason Sam and Colby, who I'm now told by you guys edit their own videos, go shit and flip the camera up from? Not a chance in hell. Or is it a crew member realising he's just getting into shot and crouching down and trying to stay out of the way? Now, I have since been told that this area here is not where the basement is. It's not somebody coming up out of the basement. Fair enough. Now, the Sam and Colby, some of the Sam and Colby fans have been in, some of the XLPR, whatever, I don't even know what that means, have been saying, hey, that's not the basement, you idiot. You claimed it's the basement. There was something behind them in the basement. There it is, little peekaboo. They were completely alone. Clearly not as a third person there. So the XLPR fans are like, that wasn't the basement. You guys claimed it was the basement. You guys are claiming it is Dave the prankster. And then other people are going, it's the crooked neck lady. So which is it? Or was it simply they stated that they were alone in the basement, a third person has come out of there, realised the head isn't shot, and then ducked down really quick out of shot? Which one makes more logical sense? Andrew George, thank you for the subscription. Which one makes more sense? A head popped up out of the basement that belonged to a ghost? Or a crew member came up out of there and was like, shit, I'm not supposed to be here. Logically, it's a crew member, right? Also, look at the face of it. It looks like the producer that was in episode 1. It's the same guy. There are other things that the fan base have gotten wrong about me. You don't believe in the paranormal. Yes, I do. That's why I do this. You don't know a thing about the paranormal. You've never left your basement. I don't have a basement. I live in the UK. Basements are about as rare as common sense at a Sam and Colby convention at this point, because everyone has lost their goddamn minds about it. You've never been anywhere scary, and if you did, you'd shit yourself. Would I? I've been to 30 East Drive, the home of the UK's most violent poltergeist. The most violent poltergeist house in Europe, according to some people. I've been there. I stayed the night there. I stayed upstairs on my own. Not long after one of my friends was actually forced down in a bed by an unseen object. I stayed up there. Secondly, my haunted hotel in the UK. I have stayed there twice. There is what people say is a cursed doll. I went into the room with the cursed doll. I stayed in there and I provoked and talked and whatever. And I sat in that room and I made a comment about the doll not having any power, and something growled at me. Did I run out of this shit in my pants? No, I did not. I looked for a speaker. I couldn't find a speaker, and then I went, fuck. That could have been real. Something growled at me in that room. You keep saying all these things and you don't know the first thing about me. You're like, oh, you'd be scared. If you knew my background, if you knew my history, there are only certain things that scare me. The child catcher from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. And somebody saying, I'm going to tell your dad. Basically, you have no idea who I am, what I'm about. You have looked at a thumbnail and a title and gone on the attack. And you had no reason to. You haven't looked at a damn thing. Some of the comments have been borderline hysterical. And I worry about your mental health. Because people are absolutely losing their shit over it. At the end of the day, I brought out a video and you're saying, hey, that's just your opinion. What about theirs? The video that I was reacting to is their opinion. They've had their say, I've had my say. And if you can't get past that, maybe come back to the internet when you can grow hairs on your chin or when you've developed breasts or some shit. Because it is literally like arguing with a bunch of tantruming toddlers. Some of you guys have actually argued quite well, quite respectful, and have tried to talk others down out of saying stupid shit on the internet, and I appreciate that. Are people that don't know how to use full stops, commas, any sort of spelling, and before anyone says I'm being a dickhead, I know that sometimes I rush my titles and I rush this and I rush that and I make mistakes. But I don't call people stupid while making those mistakes. To come into the comment section, spell everything wrong, call me racial slurs and all the rest of it like you're holding some sort of moral high ground is laughable. Absolutely laughable. And the final thing, you know nothing about the Conjuring house, you've never been there. You'd never go there because you don't believe. I would go to the Conjuring house in a heartbeat. With a bit of luck, a good friend of mine is going to arrange me to go to America and do some top locations with him. I don't disbelieve in the Conjuring house because my friend has done a documentary there. He's won 22 awards for a documentary at the Conjuring house. I believe what he experienced there was real because he didn't get a crooked neck lady that was really his producer in shot. You've got the wrong opinion of me because you can't see past your love of Sam and Colby. You can't accept in your teeny tiny brains that Sam and Colby are fake. And I'm sorry, Sam and Colby are fake. They have been fake for years. And you say things to me like, Sam was really upset, he can't fake that. This is Sam and Colby pranking each other with Sam is about to get shot in the head by someone. Great acting by Colby, and Sam either is genuinely upset or he's a great actor as well. Now, I am pretty sure that this prank is all staged beginning to end. They started off as pranksters. And as far as I'm concerned, all these years later, they are still pranksters. Look at the tears. Look at the freaking out. Great acting.
No! You know, we're just kids from Kansas. You got the wrong guy.
And I'm not going to share the rest of that because that shit ain't funny. That's not a prank. That is not a prank to each other. That is not a prank to their audience. That is twisted. That is really twisted. That's going too far. But people are like, Sam was crying. I have been sent a grand total of about 18 clips of Sam crying in different videos. The guy's eyeballs leak more than a knackered fridge, but he couldn't possibly have acted that. His reaction was genuine. And before you start, I said his reaction looked genuine. But I have looked into the old Sam and Colby. They can act. Sam can seemingly cry on demand. Another argument people are having with me is, hey, you like Joe Rogan? Yes. They were on Joe Rogan. Did they fake that? Well, no, they were really there. Don't be so stupid. But they were on the Joe Rogan podcast because they are huge influencers. Joe Rogan interviews and podcasts with people that interest him. And he was interested in the paranormal because he's a disbeliever of the paranormal. Or he was. He's heard enough about UFOs and ghosts and all the rest so that he started to have a different opinion on it. But at no point did he say, wow, you guys are real, for everyone to hear. He did not say that, so that argument is again nil and void. And then you've got this Sam E.R. Fourth dropping the N-word everywhere to anyone that disagrees with Sam and Colby and agrees with me. And even when people were saying I'm a huge Sam and Colby fan, he was saying N-word, you ain't. Or N-word, what? For you people with no manners, what you need to understand is when you come in here throwing XPLR, Sam and Colby's name about, and then being racist, homophobic, threatening, all the rest of it, you're representing their channel. It is not a good look for them. It is not a good look for you. I had one person in my comments say, your parents' entire relationship was a lie, and that is why you have to shit on other people's content. Really? I mean, if we're going to be that close to the bone, I'm pretty convinced that your mother would have been better off keeping the placenta, because you are a waste of oxygen, you horrible little... Anyway, to everyone else, leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. I will not be arguing with anybody again over this matter. Sam and Colby, fake, in my opinion, yes. The tappity tap 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 idiots, are they fake? 100%. I have just shown you the proof that their entire backstory is a lie. The guy was doing it 11 years ago on his own. Much love to everyone that's not being a dick. Beardo, out.